Okay, so like this gang stalking stuff, this phenomenon that they put on the internet, pretty much a lot of people, it's a mixture of schizophrenia, mental illness, but a lot of these people they don't talk about, like they don't bring up actual people, right? They'll talk about, oh, somebody's following me. They're using technology. They're using AI. Dog walkers are stalking them. Somebody's grandma is stalking them. Robotoids. Robotoids also. That's definitely one of the ones they like to choose. What else? That body snatchers, that you start to use stuff like that. But the one of the big concerns, right, is that none of these people are talking about specific individuals and 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 more frankly specific organizations with the specific people in them, because you can't go on the internet and say that you're being stalked by um, people that have been body snatched, people that are inhabiting avatar bodies, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and go and show you people that's actually involved in this type of stuff. I'm gonna show you the type of technology they're using. I'm gonna show you actually where they live. I'm gonna show you all that stuff, right? There's nobody on the internet that's gonna tell you none of that stuff because they're full of shit or they just don't know. And also they're going on the internet, right? They go on the internet and then they try to make what's it called? They need your likes, your views, and all that stuff. Almost every single one of them. And also it comes from so before I do all that stuff, right? So like all this stuff, right? It's we're in a if you go back you for oh you have to go watch, you have to go listen, go to my playlist, right? So I have one, two, three, and then a fourth book coming, right? Catch That Rooster, I'm about to upload this year. Tim Tucky story, Comrade, Comrade Star, and then Comrade Star Kingdom Come. But you have to go listen to the YouTube version of the book of Tim Tucky story before you even watch any of this type of stuff. So it's called Tim Tucky Story, CIA, right? That's a book. That's an actual book, and I'm working on illustrations right now. But you have to go look at that before anything else, right? Before you even look at this video. So that first thing I want to say, let's see, where we can start. A lot of these people, I'm trying to figure out where I can start first. Maybe I can just wing it and then reorganize myself, and just rant about it. So one of the things is that a lot of the people that sell um, like crystals, rubies, and all that kind of stuff, those little spiritual stuff. Some of them are involved in the gang stalking phenomenon. Some of them are CIA, the rogue CIA. That means they used to be CIA, and or they were what's it called? Honorably discharged. Um, they're trying to be rogue, or they've left the organization and they're trying to do their own thing. Now remember, when you're in a type of brand in that type of branch, right? You already have knowledge of what you already know prior to getting out, right? So you know about the technology, you know about things you've seen, and sometimes these people they like to be freedom fighters. They like to pretend like they're gonna save the world. So they want to save the world. They want to do all this stuff, but they're not gonna tell you how what they're doing and everything. So you have to listen to. You have to go watch Tim Tucky's story, right? And then I'll put the book out. I'm gonna release the book again in 2 weeks from now. So you have to message me on Instagram, and then I'll send you the book when you buy it. But you can get a quick gist of it if you read the YouTube playlist. So this is not even, none of this stuff is gonna make sense unless you read that watch that playlist, the YouTube version of the book. So they a lot of them, they're trying to hook you up to their own type of Wi-Fi system, right? They're trying to hook you up to their own type of network, right? And if you remember, everyone knows where you live. They all know where you live because you have an address, you have a name, and you're in a database, right? Police officers, anybody, all the way up to the police officers, any type of officer can look you up and figure out where you're at, figure out what type of purchases you made. So that's just that, right? They have different type of technologies that they use, right? And they're using that technology on certain people, right? That technology they're using, it's illegal. It's pretty much illegal. So the police, right? It comes in statuses. Police can't really do anything, right? They don't have the technology. They don't have the networking where they can go ahead and figure out if there is a type of technology they're using in your house, right? They don't have that. They can only come to your house in like domestic abuse or something of their jurisdiction, but they're not going to do anything. That's why people that are rogue from the CIA, FBI, whatever, and different private organizations, private agencies that can do that kind of stuff. And they always show you this stuff in the movies. So that's why I told you have to go watch that playlist, right? So I'm going to take this real slow. We're going to make 12 videos. No, what was it, 20? I think I'm going to, this is part 1 of 20, or is it part 1 of 12? I think it's 12 videos I will make. I'm going to go to actual people that are making videos. Some of these people, they upload every single day. And you know what I noticed too, by the way, before I end this video and move to the next one? Some of these people I noticed, I'm going to show you how they do the synchronization thing too. I'm going to show you the gangs, the actual gangs. Gangs are actually terrorists. They're terrorist organizations, right? That's what they are. They're terrorist organizations that the police can't do nothing about. And the FBI doesn't do anything about it. All they do is, the FBI does, what they do is they might do surveillance and investigation, but they never go ahead and arrest anybody. You've never seen that FBI go and arrest anybody unless, because a lot of these people have a financial interest, right? They have a financial interest in mind, right? You can pull people up and then see that they were military. So the just of all these people are military. They're military. Remember that, military. The just of all these people are military, right? You can build your own Wi-Fi. You can build your own engine, right? You can build your own Wi-Fi, and you can make your own VPN network. You don't have to buy anything. You know how you have to pay AT&T, the same thing they're using. You don't have to buy that. You don't have to buy none of that stuff. You don't have to be a part of that whole thing. All you have to do is buy a phone and build your own Wi-Fi, build your own 5G. That's all you have to do. I promise you. So we're gonna go through. There's YouTube channels, right? There's a couple of them that they upload every single day since like 2020, right? Every single day they've been uploading a video since 2020. Can you upload a video every single day from 2020, the pandemic, around early 2019? I'm gonna show you something that they've been uploading videos every single day, and then they have fake views, and they have fake likes, and there's fake what's it called on there? There's fake accounts, right? They're like bot accounts, right? So there's fake accounts on there. There's fake views, and then they're uploading every single day. Every single day, bro. Every single day since 2019 that they're uploading videos. And then once I was doing an investigation, I met three girls, right? And then they were alleging that they were being gang stalked. So I approached them. So when I investigate stuff, right, I always find stuff. I always find somebody. Somebody always gets caught. Like I'm more advanced than a police officer. I'm more advanced than an FBI agent. I'm more advanced than the CIA. It's just that they have better technology than me. That's all it is. And they can probably get into a network. Like you know how the police can look you up. They have better things than that of me, but I can do it naturally, right? All I do is sometimes one of the main things I use is Google Earth and Google Maps. And then I can find you anywhere in the city. Anywhere if I figure out your face, that's the crazy part. If I see your face, all I got to use is Google Maps and I'll find you within like 2 months. 2 months. I gotta figure out your face, and then when I figure out your face, what you look like, and then I figure out the geographical location that you're always at, you're gonna get found like within 2 months, and it's less than that all the time. Some of these people, they like to do these little use these illegal terroristic technology against people from a different state and definitely a different country. So they're doing all this stuff in a different country, right? And they have other people that work for them. All this is terrorist organization, right? I mean, all this terrorist organization stuff has been going on since. And by the way, some of the terrorist organizations, they're not. You got to stop thinking of Al Qaeda and stuff like that. These people are actual people like you, right? But they're more. They're always, it always goes up in the status, military, and then after military, they come from private organizations where they have clearance to certain stuff. They know people, and I told you they put in the movies and stuff like that, right? And they think they're on the high end. They're adrenaline junkies, right? They're adrenaline junkies because they're high up on that status, right? Of clearance. They have a high. They feel like that they're in a high status because of their clearance. They feel like they're clear to go ahead and do what they want to you, right? So that's why we have to go ahead and actually name people. We're gonna have to name people. Name people. Name people on Facebook, especially. Name people um, on Instagram, right? Especially the people that keep on every single day. They keep talking about spirituality. They keep talking about that shit every single day. That's all they do is they talk about spirituality all day long, and they're all CIA. They're all previous CIA. One time I know a couple of cops, right? Oh my god, these people are so what do you call it when you're just like you don't know what the fuck is going on? Like I told them why'd you become a cop, bro? Why am I figuring out stuff better than you are? Some of them get me mad. They'll talk to me for like a whole month, and then they come back, and they find out I was right. You know. So yeah, and these people they're like they're very nice people, but they're still in network into seeing what you can do, right? They feel like they can save the world and stuff like that. They feel like they're freedom fighters and stuff like that. So we're gonna start naming people, naming organizations, and naming Instagram accounts, naming YouTube accounts. And we're gonna bring all these people up, all these people accountable for their actions. We're gonna especially name people that are in gangs, which is really local. They're local gangs. Anytime you're a drug dealer and you're selling drugs and shit, especially weed. But if you know a celebrity, that's like the actual like key to everything. That's like the red flag right there. Anytime you see somebody selling drugs, and then they're hanging out with a celebrity, that's a red flag right there. That they have they have those type of technologies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They have the clearance to do stuff like that. They know somebody that can do that. Another one is the hospitals. There's a hospital. There's specific people in Advent Health Hospital that does stuff like that, right? And we're gonna name people like that. We're gonna name doctors. We're gonna name actual doctors, right? So when you name these doctors, whenever you do that, they'll try to do something. It's a different type of technology. Remember, I talked about there was like three type of Bluetooths, right? And then the third Bluetooth I haven't talked about is in Tim Tucky's story that I told you to look at it. That one I call the yellow Bluetooth, right? There's nobody else that has ever talked about yellow Bluetooth before. Not one person. So whenever you do these stuff like right, reason why some people can't bring up people because they feel like they're gonna get them in trouble, right? Defamation of character, all this kind of stuff. That's how you really catch them. When you start naming people, naming the organization, naming the people in the organization, and bringing them up. That's all you got to do. And then what they'll do, they try their best sometimes. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go on for like a long time. This is just an introductory video, but we're gonna just like slaughter every single body when it comes to this stuff. Everybody's gonna get slaughtered when it comes to information on them, and like information as in like evidence against them. We're just gonna go crazy on them, bro. I'm gonna show you how they're using that dream shit. I'm talking about that. So catch me in part 2, and then we're gonna go all the way down to part 12.